talk about Chronos. So first of all, this takes forever to load. I absolutely hate it. I've already been sitting here for like 4 minutes waiting for it to load. This thing in the background, I'll talk about it someday when I actually have a proper idea for what to do with this. So as of recording this, it's the 10th currently. There is 10 days until I'm releasing this project. If you don't know what this whole project is, this is Chronos. This is a 100 player Battle Royale project that I've been working on since July last year. It's supposed to emulate accurately the original Fortnite feel, and just a few weeks ago I had to completely redo a solid chunk of the project. A lot of the locations have stayed relatively the same. Some locations got removed, unfortunately. Give me a second, I need to... No lumen, there we go. Hey, it's the block. Yeah, I'll make a video on it eventually. You know, we've got creaky crates down here. It's had a few layout changes. Specifically, these buildings got replaced by factory buildings because I don't know, I like them. I will stress that some very few areas on this map use prefabs, but some of them do, simply because I'm on a bit of a time crunch. That, and I just think mixing the familiar with the new, it works well. It's nice. I cobbled together a fake distance from camera water effect. It's just so that when you're on the bus and you're looking down, you don't see just like a crater, because the water doesn't render in from that distance. It's so stupid. As for the overall look, I'm going with the preseason look. You know, with the... oh my gosh, I've said this all before in a previous video. You know, the darker oak trees, the single biome. And I think all this really works well together because the preseason of Chronos is going to be entirely a testing ground, because I want to mess around with the idea of implementing new movement mechanics, implementing newer weapons like the striker pump shotgun. I love that shotgun. And of course this preseason look is entirely temporary. When season 1 hits, whenever that is, probably in February. When season 1 hits, I'll be adding all the biomes. I'll be changing up the overall aesthetic again, because I have a whole separate material ready for this, for everything to switch over. This is why I don't usually talk in videos. It's usually just me incoherently rambling. But hey, for some reason, videos I talk in get way more views, so I don't know. One thing I want to update you on is Starry Stadium got a complete overhaul. The original stadium was way too big, and the layout was just terrible. I know with this, I've got it a bit smaller. I have it based off the soccer stadium outside of Tilted instead of the giant soccer stadium from season 4 that I don't think made a reappearance in OG season 4. Oh, that mode is terrible. Oh, it's not terrible, it's just poorly maintained. But yeah, all the interior stuff is down on replacement. There's shops. Hell yeah. There's a Noms right here, because why not? Why not get some grocery shopping done when you're waiting for a soccer game? And speaking of the interiors, every single major location has a complete interior now. That is something I've been struggling to do for quite a while, because it is such a time consumer. Unsurprisingly, Starry Stadium was the last location to get its interior finished. I said in previous videos that this location was my least favorite, just because it didn't look the best. It was not good. It was not good. But now this is honestly one of my favorite locations. Yeah, it's a nice little stadium. I like it. I've already talked in depth about the map before, like all the locations and everything, so I guess we should talk about the actual gameplay, because that's pretty damn important. This is going to take quite a bit to launch. Let's see how long it takes. This recording is currently at 10 minutes. I'll be back once I'm loaded into the session. That surprisingly only took 4 minutes. Oh yeah, I need to do the spawn island still. Oopsie. Alright, I have a ton of test players. So obviously the gameplay of this map works exactly like how it used to. You load in with like 99 other people on a tiny little island. You wait for the bus. You can jump around, pickaxe people, do a fruity ass walk, I guess. You can build, you can edit, silly. I'm so bad at editing. This is why I play Zero Barrel Bus. The bus is not as laggy in actual play sessions. This is just an edit session thing. Hey, so you could see the fake water down there. Hell yeah. You know, let's land at the stadium. I fixed the bus glitch, which I'm happy about. The whole issue was that the sequences I used to randomize the location offset and the rotation of the bus, they weren't syncing properly between sessions. Like, in some cases, the sequence was finishing before a player loaded in, which would just completely break things. But no, I adjusted the play speed, the actual sequences themselves, and now it all looks fine. Maybe I'll make a video on how to make a bus sequence. I don't know, tutorials might be a fun thing to do, because I've learned a lot working on this project. Why are none of the chests spawning? This is another bug with edit sessions. Cool. Oh yeah, I should probably apologize for the background noise. My heater is currently on, because you know it's December, it's cold. Another thing that's randomized along with the bus is the storm circles and the starting time of day. They aren't 100% random. I will say that straight away, they are not 100% random. Simply because if I wanted to completely randomize everything on such a vast scale, I would need like 100 triggers for a single thing. And I really don't want to do that. It's either that or learn how to use verse, and that's probably something I should do. Starting next year, I'll start to learn verse. I might as well. Oh, hey, we can actually play in a Starry Stadium again. That's another thing with the random number generator devices that are used for this. The bus route can get a little repetitive if it chooses the same thing every single round. Alright, look at that, chests actually spawn this time. Yay. So for the gameplay side of things, like I said, you spawn on an island, you drop down from the bus, and you just loot up, kill people. That's it. That's the gameplay loop. It's really, really simple. This proximity grenade launcher is probably a little more common than it should be. I'm probably gonna have to adjust the random number generator I use for the loot. And with all the loot, it's entirely Chapter 1 weapons. There's not a single Chapter 2 weapon, or Chapter 3 or Chapter 4 or anything. Technically, that some of the weapons are the Chapter 2 versions, solely because we don't have the Figment versions in creative yet, and it is genuinely annoying. Hey, we got the funny SMG, the one that was hilariously bad, which honestly, I don't even have a joke for this. It's just bad. But hey, it's in preseason just for the meme, and it fits, so why not? Hey, a blue one, heck yeah. As for the storm circles, yeah, they're a little. They could be a little ridiculous at times, but that's the way old Fortnite was. Along with that, the movement is entirely the original movement. There's no sprinting, sliding, mantling, vaulting, or mantling, hurdling, wall jumping, rolling, anything. It's just running and jumping and crouching. Like I said, I'm keeping things fully original for the start of the preseason, but I will be testing things out over the course of it. Seeing what people like, seeing what people don't like, just so I can make Season 1 perfect, or as perfect as UEFN will allow me to do. Yeah, explosives in general are a lot more common than they should be. I'm definitely gonna adjust the spawn rates. Currently it's about 10% at minimum for an item. I could probably get that down to 5% just with more triggers. Yeah, we really need loot devices. We really need loot devices, Epic. Please. And while you're at it, can you add like more Battle Royale centric devices? Like, I know I spent forever making a custom bus route with randomized mechanics and all that, but having an actual Battle Bus device would be nice. Please. Once again, I want to... Oh, hey. Yeah, the original Storm. Heck yeah. Once again, I want to apologize for how all over the place this video is. This is just how I work. This is just how my brain functions. Oh, hey, yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. The storm doesn't move randomly. The storm doesn't completely break on large scale maps here because I actually randomized everything myself. Again, there is, I'm gonna say 35 possible storms because it's 5 possible patterns and 7 rotation offsets. Oh, everyone died. Okay, that works. That works, I guess. Suddenly, Chapter 5. The only reason I have the time of day manager enabled is because the storm logic is tied to it, unfortunately. One thing I want to say about the overall look of the map, the depth of field effect, I don't think I'll keep that past the preseason, solely because it's just unnecessary. Like, there's a reason that Fortnite abandoned it, what, 2 seasons in? I'm really happy with how Chronos has turned out so far. It's basically done except for the landmark interiors. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish them by release. That's fine though, it's a beta. There's bound to be some issues with it. But like I said, every single major location is done. All the loot is placed, all the nature is pretty much final. There's some blank areas I need to fill out, but hey, some blank areas are fine in some cases, just because it's makes some areas easier to build in than others, if that makes sense. You could see the tower of storm beacons I have set up. These are completely randomized at the start of the match. So yeah, this is Chronos. This is the map I've been working on since July last year. I'm currently working on the trailer for it, and I'm really excited to finally get this project released. It's been a passion project of mine for the longest time, and it's kind of been a coping mechanism in some cases. Oh no, it's something good to keep my mind occupied, I guess. Anyways, that's enough rambling. I've been rambling for half an hour. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you on the 20th when Chronos OG Reimagined releases. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next video, whenever that is. Probably tomorrow, actually, because OG Season 7 starts, and the whole Winterfest event starts.